Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the Fashcomp Show. This your man, Fashcomp Kev. I am the creator and owner of the premier digital fashion competition platform known as Fashcomp. And what I want to do today, man, is just take you guys back to where the original journey began, man. Where this dream of owning my own tech brand actually was visualized. All those I'm gonna say dangerous nights, because it's, man, I come from a neighborhood, man, that's a well-known neighborhood, man. That's a well-known neighborhood. It's called 12th and Huntington. And when I say that this was one of those neighborhoods, it was definitely one of those neighborhoods, man. So, man, I spent a lot of time, man, roaming these neighborhoods, man. Lost. Totally lost. Doing something, and I was hustling. I was hustling and doing it real well. I'll just say doing it real well. I was doing it real well, but that wasn't where I wanted to be. It was more so strictly about the money. Mindset was somewhere else, and when you playing in that game, your mindset has to be on that game. And I was able to navigate both worlds, having my mindset on the tech world, even back then. And this was the late 80s, early to mid 90s. After the mid 90s, I was away from actually being in the neighborhood, on that day-to-day grind of actually seeing what's going on. I had elevated. Matter of fact, to be honest with you, it was the late 80s to maybe like 89 to like 91, 92. After 91, I had elevated. I'll just say it like that. I had elevated where I wasn't in the day-to-day. I wasn't privy to the day-to-day activities that was really going on within this jungle, because that was a hell of a jungle, man. Believe me when I'm telling you. Those years, those late 80s to the early 90s, like a lot of neighborhoods, like I see a lot of individuals who come and speak on their neighborhoods, man. That neighborhood in the city of Philadelphia it was definitely a jungle, man. You had rougher neighborhoods, but that neighborhood could stand up to any neighborhood. I'll just say it like that, So just navigating that world, man, of, hustling, being out in that jungle and everything that goes on within a drug-infested neighborhood, and your mindset not really being there. Your mindset is on really being an entrepreneur, a legitimate entrepreneur, but you taking these chances of going to the penitentiary, or worse, losing your life, or having to take a life. Because every day, believe me, you hear a lot of individuals come on YouTube and share their stories, man, and trust me, I thought about this. Should I share it? Because I got how Biggie say, you got a story to tell. I got a hell of a story to tell, man. But I don't like to get too deep into it because, it's not something that I really, I'm really proud of, really want to talk about, But I'm talking about it in terms of I'm being out that jungle where you have to be on point. You have to be on point. Because at any given time, something can jump off. You wouldn't believe things that I could tell you, man. I could tell you some stories, man. It wouldn't be unfamiliar stories because I see it every day. I see people talk about it every day. And the things that he's talking about, I can relate to because I done been through it. But I just don't like to really share it a lot, but I'm sharing it now in the concept of me being out on the front line, navigating the front line of an individual who was making money. And I mean, this is years ago. So making a lot of money, making a lot of money. So you know you're making a lot of money. You got all everything coming at you. So I had to navigate that world. My mind just wasn't there. My mind every day was on entrepreneurship in terms of the tech world. Even back then, studying what was going on with Apple. Fast forwarding to the middle 90s when eBay started pumping off. This when the internet started to really jump off, man. Then, when I tell you my mind was like, I was still knee deep in the game, but my mind was so far away from the game, man. It was really just based on trying to navigate that tech world, but not taking the time or providing or doing the required steps to actually get into the tech world. That's what I should have did. That's what, now that I think back on it, and I'm in the tech game, and this is a process. You know, trying to build a tech company, trying to build a tech product, a digital product, as what I'm trying to do right now with Fashcomp. And I also own a platform called Hooplex. The name of my company is Hooplex Inc. I own Fashcomp and Hooplex. These are my two platforms. Fashcomp is actually up and running. Hooplex is, I have a web application, but you know, I really need the mobile application to really launch it, you know. So I'm trying to get Fashcomp out there. Once I can get Fashcomp out there, then we're going to go in the lab and go ahead and build Hooplex. But just navigating those two worlds, man, you know, and not having your mindset in it, you know. Just take you guys, you know, I'm not going to share too much on this video because I'm going to take you guys through this journey, man, of every day just trying to, you know, navigate both of those worlds where your mindset is on getting into this tech game. But I was lazy. I didn't want to do everything that it took to get in that game, which I beat myself. I hit myself on the head day in and day out, man. Why didn't you just take the time to learn that game when you had nothing but time on your hands? You know, you had nothing but time. This is a lot of time just sitting around wasted doing nonsense with the money when I could have been doing something constructive with the money. Now that I think back, or not even constructive with the money, constructive with educating myself on the tech game, because I had plenty of time to spare. I wasn't the type to like to go out. I would go to a concert, but it wasn't no everyday thing you're going out. It was just a lot of time just sitting around doing nothing, really, you know? So we're going to walk you through this journey day in and day out, man. You know what I mean? Just I really don't want to get into too much of, you know what I mean, the street side, what was going on in the street, because you guys didn't heard it, man. I know a lot of times that's what you want to hear, but I really don't want to get into too deep into that. Just want to bring you guys into how I was navigating that world of the streets plus entrepreneurship in terms of building that tech company, but still knee deep in the streets. You know, so, you know, that's what we're going to talk about. But as always, man, make sure you guys go register for the Fashcomp, or the Community Fashcomp version 1, which is currently live on the Fashcomp mobile app. And registration starts this coming Saturday, July 11th. This is your opportunity to build your brand. See, this is that tech side that I love being on, man. You know what I'm saying? I like to consider myself a tech hustler because I still got the hustler instincts, but I'm just enjoying just doing everything legally. You don't have to look over your shoulder for anything. Everything is legal, but I'm still in my hustler mindset, you know? So, I mean, it's a beautiful thing, the way I think about it. For me, it's amazing to still have that hustler mindset that I use to navigate the streets, but now I'm using it to navigate the tech world. I just got to get into a mindset of just trying to educate myself, and I'm still going through it this late in the game, but it's never too late, you know. But it's just every day I need to train myself to learn more, especially with AI now. So many different things that you can do with AI. I still haven't trained myself or disciplined myself enough to focus on everything that's going on. I'm still in that mindset of paying people to do other stuff. And these are some of the things I want to talk to you guys about. You know what I mean? Just sharing every day and, you know, getting your input back on. Getting your input on these, you know, different situations that I'm going through right now in terms of building this tech company. All right. This is your man Fashcomp Kev, as always, man. You know, I hope that you enjoyed the content. If you did, hit that like button for me. And please make sure you subscribe to the channel at Fashcomp. And make sure you turn on, if you do subscribe, or when you do subscribe, not if, when you do subscribe, make sure that you turn on the notification button so every time I drop some content, you guys will get notified. That's what it's all about. All right, so yeah, we're going to keep going on this, man. I don't want to share too much now, man. I want to try to start something new, but I'm going to, you know what I mean, share with you guys a lot of the things that was going on with the streets while my mind was really focused on building. And believe me, that whole journey of the streets, whatever I was going through, my mind would always go back to building this tech company. All right? Enjoy your day. Peace.